Wonderful morning to you out there. It's really great to have you join us on the Break It On Papers review this wonderful Friday morning. And of course, as usual, we're going to be looking at the front pages of the dailies this morning. I have quite a number here. The Nation newspaper, Nigerian Tribune newspaper, The Guardian, and a host of other papers here for review. All right, we're starting off with the Punch newspaper. My name is GBOLABO, famous call. And here on the front page of the Punch newspaper, we do have a couple of headlines here. All right, we'll start off with the paper right about now. All right, on the front page of the Punch newspaper, post-NEC meetings, APC, PDP set stage for epic 2027 face-off. State slashing power tariff must pay subsidy. That's according to NERC. 14 villagers, policeman killed in Plateau attacks. Fake customs officer arraigned after scamming victims, 34 million naira. Schools charged to produce tech-driven leaders. Electricity Act, and some part of it appears to be missing here. Still taking headlines here out of the Punch newspaper front page. And this says Electricity Act amendments. Labour reject proposed ban on industrial action. All sectors' involvement in sustainable development. And a bit of Metro Plus. Lagos family protests forceful takeover of ancestral land. Police foreign robbery kill suspect in Akwa. Angry resident attack Osun firefighters for late response. 4 arrested over NDLEA officers killing in Ondo. All those headlines are some of headlines you'll find out of the Punch newspaper front page this morning. A look at the Nation. Tinubu APC will receive more governors, coalition members. I'm on a mission to reposition parties, says APC's new chair, the man Yelwatda. And 2027 elections a done deal, says APC chair. President asks governors to deliver more dividends. And Abbas Damagum Yelwatda slam ADC coalition. SEN ranked for SSG AG Badejo Kusanya 54 orders. Senator John's plenary to September 23rd. And more headlines here. We're still here on the front page of the Nation newspaper. And it says Made Kuti releases Soulful More album. Plans listening party at African Shrine. That's a bit of entertainment there. More of politics. Ganduje hails Yelwata, says appointment strategic. Tinubu hint at more high-profile defections to APC. All of those are some of the headlines there out of the Nation newspaper this morning. A look at Daily Post, why I emerge as APC national chairman. That's according to Yelwata. Man kills pregnant nurse for ritual in Anambra. Zamfara town, dear bandits refuse to pay 20 million naira fines despite threats. PDP National Convention holds November in Ibadan. I'll come to Edo again. Peter Obi dismisses Okpebolo's threat. And more headlines here out of the Daily Post this morning. Constitution review amendment. We will support Kano government 100%. That's according to Emir Sanusi. Some of the headlines here out of the Daily Post this morning. A look at the Vanguard as well. The Vanguard also has other headlines. And it says 2027 Coalition of Confusion. Tinubu mocks ADC as Yelwata emerges, APC chair. Still taking headlines out of the Vanguard newspaper front page. 2027 PDP zones presidency to South. Court orders police to pay EndSARS protesters 10 million naira over rights violation. And we have more headlines there out of the Vanguard. Plane crashes in Russia, kills 50 passengers. Stop poking your nose in opposition affairs. Atiku fires back at Tinubu, APC. Scores of terrorists killed as troops smash supply network in Northeast. Police arrest 6 over alleged theft of solar street lights in Bayelsa. Some of the headlines there out of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. We take this break, and when we do come back, we'll be having more on the Break It On Papers review. Please do stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
And where you need to have the break 𝐒𝐲 creamer.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
𝐒𝐲 creamer. 𝐒𝐲 creamer.
ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí ń bẹ nílùú òyìnbó sọ pé àwọn máa ń ra electronics wọ́n sì máa sanwó ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ bí wọ́n ti ń gbowó lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ní nàìjíríà wa yìí ó máa gba 20,000 naira wọ́n sì máa retí pé kó kó 500,000 naira wà lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà láti fi ra nǹkan bó bá fẹ́ ra tv náà ó máa tówó jọ bí ẹni dọ́jọ́ ìgbéyàwó sọ́nà.
àlàyé farabalẹ̀ ṣé o tí ì gbọ́ nípa CDK ni.
ó dé o CDK kí ni.
níbẹ̀ lèmi ti ra fóònù ọwọ́ mi tó ń wò yìí fìríìjì washing machine home theatre tí mo sì ń sanwó díẹ̀díẹ̀ kódà kò ní owó èlé kankan iye tán sì ń tà lọ́jà gan-an onímọ̀ra.
irọ́ o ṣé lóòótọ́ wọn ò fowó kankan kún kẹ̀.
ọ̀rẹ́ wa n ò fowó kankan kún kódà gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo rà lọ́dọ̀ wọn ni wọ́n ti gbé fún mi tí ì sì tí ì sanwó mi tán tí mò ń sanwó mi díẹ̀díẹ̀. ọ̀rẹ́ wa kí ló dé tó ń yọra rẹ lẹ́nu ǹjẹ́ ló mọ̀ pé pẹ̀lú CDK o lè ra àwọn nǹkan èlò inú ilé tó sì máa sanwó díẹ̀díẹ̀.
download CDK báyìí lórí Google Play Store tàbí App Store.
CDK, making life easier.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agbabolas, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agbabola with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Start your day and have a good time.
𝐒𝐲 creamer.
And when you need to have the break time.
𝐒𝐲 creamer.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
𝐒𝐲 creamer. 𝐒𝐲 creamer.
Football is on.
Liverpool are champions again.
When the streets erupt for screamers and last-minute winners, you know it's on. For the passion, the rivalries, the biggest football stars. Oh, it's on.
It's astonishing.
It's on everyone's lips, on every screen. It's on every week for the die-hard fans and even the occasional fans. Football is on, and it's on for every reason. Only on SuperSport. Stay connected and stay with us, starting from DSTV Yanga.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo.
Do you know you can win as much as 800,000 naira cash every day by playing games on Bet Power? You heard that right. Every day you could hit a 800,000 naira jackpot by playing one of our 3 new Bet Power exclusive casino games. Wheel of Luck 2, Fortune Miner 2, or Aries. That's 800,000 naira by our Casino Originals jackpot. Only on betpower.ng. That's BETPAWA.ng. Sign up today and join the home of Africa's big winners. Bet responsibly. Not allowed to persons under 18 years.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Àmàlà dúdú, àmàlà funfun, àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́ bí etí, ní ṣàwéwédú tó yọ̀ kólólò, ọ̀rẹ́ ìmùlẹ̀ gbẹ̀gìrì, pẹ̀lú ẹran tó muta, káàsà. Ilé eléyìí o. Ẹja ọsàn.
Ìlú Ìbàdàn àtàgbègbè rẹ̀. Àkókò tó láti gbélú Ìbàdàn lárugẹ ṣàfihàn àwọn ohun àdámọ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládìídùn fara lókun sararindin.
Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn lábẹ́ àtíbàbà kan ṣoṣo láti jọ fàwọn ọbẹ̀ aládùn búkà jamọ̀là pẹ̀lú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ àfínjú olóúnjẹ tó gbajúgbajà nìbàdàn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jàmàlà látùn máa sọ̀díwúkẹ́ dọ́wẹ́kẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn adẹ́rìnpòṣónú láyìíká tó rẹwà.
Àwọn ìdíje wọ̀nyí ò ní gbẹ̀yìn. Ta ló lè yára jẹ̀sùn àmàlà bàkìtàn láàrin ìṣẹ́jú péréte? Ọkùnrin wo ló lè ro àmàlà kó kúnná bí etí?
Ṣé ilé yára jàmàlà gbígbó
gbóná láì fi falẹ̀.
ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú tún wà nílẹ̀ fáwọn olùkópa láti fi ṣèfàjẹ́.
ẹ̀yà ọjọ́ kẹtàlélógún oṣù kẹjọ ọdún sọ́tọ̀ láago méjì lètò gbéra sọ ní pápá ìgbàlejò ti recreation club tó wà lágbègbè Sabo Àdámàsìgbà Ìbàdàn. $2,000 lówó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi jẹ̀gbádùn yọ̀tọ̀ mi.
láti kópa ẹgbà tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì yín ní 32 FM àjàkẹ́rin Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
sábì
bíbíire food canteen Òkè Àdó.
ìyá òjò food canteen tó wà ní ìjókòó adánlágbárí mú Ìbàdàn.
àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó so nígbàwọ́ àyájọ́ àmàlà níkànnì 32 FM 94.9.
iléeṣẹ́ ọtí Rega dry gin.
iléeṣẹ́ ohun ìsebẹ̀ Terra Oníkóró.
pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ àwọn ilé ìtajà oúnjẹ tó yáàyè bíi
bíbíire food canteen.
ìyá òjò alámàlà.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ tàbí láti jẹ́ onígbọ̀wọ́.
ẹ̀lú bí.
alárinrin.
A brand new day, the feeling is different, though you are ahead of your game. Fill up with energy, strength and vitality. Get ready to conquer, cause Bonvita is there with you.
Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
Ṣadé.
Adé, ó tún ti dé.
Tí kì í gbé ṣayé lónìí sẹ́. Kí n ra káàdì pé sórí Airtel rẹ. Màá sọ di ìlọ́po méjì ní kíákíá. Màá tún fi dátà dé ládé. Kí n tó wá fẹnu mẹ́nu rẹ.
Ẹnu dùn rò fọ̀. Ṣé ìwọ gangan ló fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo èyí? Àbí Airtel Overdara Extra?
Abẹ́rẹ́ nǹkan Airtel Overdara Extra ni Adé fi ń gbé Ṣadé mọ́ra o. Ra síìmù Airtel lónìí kí o jàǹfààní lọ́nà 4. Ìyẹn jẹ́ wípé wàá jẹ̀gbádùn káàdì ìlọ́po méjì pẹ̀lú dátà ìlọ́po méjì. Kò wá tán síbẹ̀ o. Airtel á tún fún ẹ ní ẹ̀bùn ìkíni káàbọ̀ ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà àti dátà ìlọ́po méjì fún oṣù 3. Tí o bá lo Airtel tẹ́lẹ̀, o lè tẹ *414*2# láti gbádùn àǹfààní yìí. Ìlànà àti ètò wà tí ó ń ṣàkóso èyí. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Sórí ẹ̀, oníkálùkù pẹ̀lú tiẹ̀ ni o. Ojúmọ́ kan, ìdojúkọ kan ni o. O sì ní láti ṣetán láti kojú wọn. Ìyẹn nìkan ló lè fi rọ́nà lọ. Ìdí tí mi ò ṣe kí n fi oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ mi ṣeré. Ṣóyẹ oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ Peak mi tó ní àwọn èròjà àti okun tí mo nílò láti fi kojú ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan, ìdojúkọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Dáradára ní gbogbo ọjọ́ láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ Peak. Ǹjẹ́ o ti jẹ tirẹ̀?
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Jẹ́ 20,000 naira lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú Coco Box àti 32 FM. Ìkànnì 32 FM 94.9 pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Coco Box ní ó fi àǹfààní 20,000 naira fún wa láti máa jẹ lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú 500 naira. Bó o lẹ́ẹ̀tì ṣe jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ẹ lọ tẹ *347*253# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ yín èyíkéyìí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì tẹ́ bá ń lò. Ẹ fi iye ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ta sí. Wọ́n send account number tẹ́ ẹ lè lò lẹ́ẹ̀kan péré sí yín. Ẹ sanwó pẹ̀lú backup yín USSD àbí kẹ́ ẹ ṣàbẹ̀wò sí POS tó súnmọ́dọ̀ yín yẹn pẹ̀lú account number tó ti wà lọ́wọ́ yín. Èyí ṣe pàtàkì ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ péré ni account number ń fi lè ṣiṣẹ́. Ó sì wà fẹ́yìí tẹ́ ẹ ta yẹn nìkan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kọ̀ láti sanwó sórí account number wọn yóò ṣàdínàgbò òkú fún yín látún ti ta lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe ta tó pọ̀ sí ni àǹfààní ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ fún yín láti jẹ. Aago 9 àbọ̀ lówùrọ̀, aago 2 ọ̀sán, aago 3 àtàago 5 ìrọ̀lẹ́ látọjọ́ Ajé Monday sọ́jọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ náà máa yí koto. Ní gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ èèyàn 22 ni yóò mọ gbógun ẹgbẹ̀rún 20,000 naira. Èèyàn 8 ni yóò mọ gbógun ẹgbẹ̀rún lójoojúmọ́. Èèyàn 3 ni yóò mọ gbọ́gọ́rùn ẹgbẹ̀rún 100,000 naira lọ́jọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ Jímọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí kẹ́tẹ̀ *347*253#. Kẹ́ẹ̀fì 500 naira péré gbàgbẹ́mù lórí Coco Box. Coco Box àti 32 FM ó ti pọ̀ jù.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still on to Break It Down Papers Review, and it's been about time to take the analysis proper. We do have Austin Edimo joining us to do this virtually this morning. Austin, it's great to have you back.
GBOLABO, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. All right, I guess we can start off with the court ordering police to pay EndSARS protesters 10 million naira over rights violation. Austin, would you say this is moral victory for protesters? Will this vindicate the EndSARS movement itself? Will it reinforce their call for justice and reform? Will it also embolden a number of people to speak up in case when your rights have been violated? What do you make out of it? And of course, the enforcement here. Will the police carry out this order?
Of course, the police has no choice than to enforce this particular ruling. Of no amount of compensation can right the wrong. in terms of the national healing, but then it's a cause of justice that has just been served. We need every right to be protected. So civil protection, civil protest is allowable under the law. So the security operatives cannot do anything about it. The government can only advocate for moderation in terms of protests that can be peaceful, protests that can be purposeful, protests that can be people-centered, because the protest has to be about the people, it has to protect the interests of the people. You don't seek to inflict more pain on the people. You also, on the other hand, try to protect. Of course, the wheel of justice grinds so slowly in the country, but then it is still far better late than never. So kudos for this judgment, and security operative must be more civil in dealing with civil protesters going forward.
All right, Austin. Natasha to serve out suspension as Senate enters recess. And for a number of human rights movements in Nigeria, this is no good news. Would we say that this is an erosion of the rule of law and that the power of separation has been undermined? Because if you look at separation of powers in Nigeria, it's a democratic system. You have the judiciary, you have the legislature. Would we see that the Senate, for instance, has undermined the separation of power and, of course, erosion of rule of law here?
Well, the later part of the question, I do not know whether they respect rule of law as far what. Is there anything that the judiciary has said that they have undermined? I do not know. But then it's like an internal issue within the Senate. Natasha is just trying to draw attention at some skit or what have you, because as far as this contest is concerned, there is no law by the judiciary, there is no pronouncement by the judiciary that the Senate has infringed upon. It is Natasha who went to the courts, and the court gave ruling, and she decided to, by herself, enforce an advisory view of a judge in her own case, leaving out the specific orders of the court. The records are there, the papers are out there, the CTC is out there. She has even appealed. Somebody took a matter to court, the court gave ruling. You appealed that same ruling. You couldn't even wait for appeal. You turn yourself to the police to be able to enforce an aspect you think favors you in that particular court judgment. As far as I'm concerned, the case of Natasha is no case as far as I'm concerned. The civil rights, all the other people that are following now, you should understand that these are paid people, because even in the grounds of appeal, one of the grounds of appeal for her is that the lower courts refuse to make specific pronouncements, specific order for her restatement. So if you have already identified that as a means of appeal, why then do you go and have that drama at the premises of
so
the
are we saying that the likes of Aisha Yesufu was paid? And now what happens to representation of our constituent here? She's not just fighting to be on the seat.
You know the antecedent of Aisha Yesufu. The point we have always made is that when a lawmaker is suspended, the entire constituents will be robbed off of representation. That is why we want the Supreme Court to make specific pronouncement, because the court says that the National Assembly can discipline one of its own. Then for how long can that be? That is what we want to know. You know Aisha Yesufu now. Anything that can embarrass the government, whether right or wrong, does it mean that anything Aisha Yesufu pursue is always right? In this matter, Aisha Yesufu is right. Whether she is paid or not, she is right. Because she should know, having familiar, even herself, with the cause of judgment. And you know the reason why Aisha Yesufu has always been against any government, especially right from Buhari's government. She was one of the arrowhead of Bring Back Our Guests with Bala Hadiza. Buhari decided to give Bala Hadiza Mohammed an appointment and left Aisha Yesufu. And since then, Aisha Yesufu has not remained the same again. It has been anything on the opposite side. So that is her personal right. But on the case of Natasha, both Natasha and herself, they are equally wrong.
All right, Austin. Electricity Act amendment. Labour rejects proposed ban on industrial action. Why would any government even think or meddle with the idea that ban on industrial action will solve a solution? Is it not abuse of labour democracy, so to say, in Nigeria? Could we now say that Labour can go to court and challenge this, saying the government cannot stop this from happening? And are we going to be facing some sort of blackout when Labour cannot actually come out to protest the excesses in governance?
Labour can go out to protest, but what are they protesting for? That's the issue. Labour has also been part of the crisis that we have in the country today. They have always been. That's the truth of the matter. If we have electricity sector reform and the government is trying to unbundle the reform, unbundle the sector, what we don't want is payment for darkness. We have had protests by the labor that have been counterproductive. Some people are saying now that the refinery that we have spent over $80 billion, that, they should not sell it. They must probe those money. There was a time some people were ready to buy those refineries. This same labor had to go to the street. They made sure that they frustrated that effort. Now that has constituted like a major cost center for us. So let's look at it. What is the crux of the matter? What is the issue? If you have to decentralize electricity or energy system in Nigeria, that's the best way to go. Unit and subnational should be able to generate their power. And the federal government has taken steps in that direction. That even states could generate, can finance transmission and even distribution. When you unbundle the system, you attract investor. When you unbundle a system, you give room for competency and enhance accountability. So what do they want? That's the issue. It's not just to go on strike. You shouldn't be like an opposition to the government. If there are policies of government that are wrong, they are not going on strike because people are hungry. They are not going on strike because there is insecurity. So what is really the crux of the matter? That's the issue. As far as the energy roadmap, the latest energy roadmap is concerned, if we carefully pursue it and we allow states to invest heavily in it, like what Obasanjo wanted to do with the IPP, Independent Power Plant project, in a matter of time, we will also be able to solve our electricity problem like Egypt. So that's the issue. It's not just that, maybe they don't want labor to go on strike. Exactly what are you going on strike for? And the previous strike that you have gone on, what result have we gotten from those strikes? Because at the end of the day, they will go on strike, no result will be achieved, they will call on strike, especially when their need is being met as a fragment of the Nigerian populace. So these are the issues.
All right, Austin Oyinlola, Adeleke under pressure to join APC, but defection will ruin his political future. And somewhere on the headlines this morning, we're also having the PDP zoning what appears to be the presidency seat for the election to the south. Now, would we say that this could be an instance of undue influence affecting Adeleke, if this is true? And would we say the state is weaponizing what appears to be power for partisan gain in Nigeria? And if Adeleke eventually joins the APC, won't the voters feel betrayed here?
The voter cannot be betrayed because instead of the voter to be betrayed, is it compulsory that they will vote for him wherever it goes to? It's not compulsory. These things are simple. It is not compulsory. Let him go to whatever party he wants to go to. He is not the first and probably he's not going to be the last. If he's under pressure, who is pressurizing him? Has he performed to a level that even if he contests under his current party, he's sure of victory? If he's sure of victory, why is he jumping up and down?
All right, Austin, I'll have you hold your thoughts.
To bow down for people.
All right, Austin, I'll let you hold your thought a little bit. We have to go on this break. When we do come back, we'll be having more on the Break It On Papers Review. Please do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then INT'L MVP, Player of the Year 10-0, no rival. Become an INT'L with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor. My game changer.
Do you know you can win as much as 800,000 naira cash every day by playing games on Bet Power? You heard that right. Every day you could hit a 800,000 naira jackpot by playing one of our 3 new Bet Power exclusive casino games. Wheel of Luck 2, Fortune Miner 2, or Aries. That's 800,000 naira by our Casino Originals jackpot. Only on betpower.ng. That's BETPAWA.ng. Sign up today and join the home of Africa's big winners. Bet responsibly. Not allowed to persons under 18 years.
One day now, one day. Walk no go rest deep. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you know they complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
Ṣadé.
Adé, ó tún ti dé.
Tí kí n gbé ṣayé lónìí sẹ́. Kí n ra káàdì pé sórí Airtel rẹ. Màá sọ di ìlọ́po méjì ní kíákíá. Màá tún fi dátà dé ládé. Kí n tó wá fẹnu mẹ́nu rẹ.
Ẹnu dùn rò fọ̀. Ṣé ìwọ gangan ló fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo èyí? Àbí Airtel Overdara Extra?
Abẹ́rẹ́ nǹkan Airtel Overdara Extra ni Adé fi ń gbé Ṣadé mọ́ra o. Ra síìmù Airtel lónìí kí o jàǹfààní lọ́nà mẹ́rin. Ìyẹn jẹ́ wípé wàá jẹ̀gbádùn káàdì ìlọ́po méjì pẹ̀lú dátà ìlọ́po méjì. Kò wá tán síbẹ̀ o. Airtel á tún fún ẹ ní ẹ̀bùn ìkíni káàbọ̀ ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà àti dátà ìlọ́po méjì fún oṣù mẹ́ta. Tí o bá lo Airtel tẹ́lẹ̀, o lè tẹ *414*2# láti gbádùn àǹfààní yìí. Ìlànà àti ètò wà tí ó ń ṣàkóso èyí. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Ibadan, are you ready for a delicious celebration of culture?
Let's try this. Ibadan, are you ready for a mouth-watering time with the city's favorite dish?
Hey, Ibadan! 32 FM Amala Fest is here! Join over 1,000 people under one canopy, savoring hot abula prepared by your favorite vendors. Enjoy sweet music, hilarious comedy, and a serene atmosphere.
Get ready for exciting Amala competitions, including smoothest Amala preparation, fastest hot Amala eaters, most wraps of Amala eating. There are many gifts to be won.
Mark your calendars. Date, Saturday, August 23rd, 2025. Time, 2 p.m. Venue, Recreation Club Open Field, Sabo area, Adamasingba, Ibadan. Ticket, 2,000 naira only. Includes a hot plate of amala, drinks, and more.
Grab your tickets and participation forms at 32 FM 4th floor Cocoa House, Dugbe, Ibadan. BB Ray Canteen, Okeado, 𝐒𝐈𝐒 Food Canteen, Ijokodo, Adala, Baremu, Ibadan. Call Binkpe on 0806 218 5194. Captain P2 0802 258 8193.
Amala Festival is proudly sponsored by Regal Dry Gin, Terra Seasoning Cube, and partnered by BB Ray and 𝐒𝐈𝐒. Don't miss it.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
And where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Creamer.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
Woke up this morning, a brand new day. The feeling is different, though you are ahead of your game. Fill up with energy, strength and vitality. Get ready to conquer, cause Bonvita is there with you.
Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita, Prepare them to win every day.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then ballers. MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still on to Break It On Papers Review here on your Laughter Dial 32 FM 94.9. Austin, before we went on that break, you were making a point, and I would like you to complete your thoughts on the...
The Electricity Amendment Act. For 𝐒𝐿𝐷𝐿, I don't know who's putting him under pressure. If they do well, there's no question of whether people will vote for them. No politician should disappoint voters because cross-carpeting is in their DNA. And cross-carpeting for them is not about the people. It's about their personal ambition. Then on the electricity amendment that NSE is trying to picket or trying to go against, the rule is that the electricity amendment is proposing that those employees who work for the electricity sector should not be allowed to go on strike until and unless every internal mechanism has been exhausted. Now, the issue is this: anytime there is national strike, some people will go and switch off the national grid. That itself is a criminal offense. That should not be allowed to happen. The last time it happened, it was so bad that some people had to shut down the national grid because they are going on strike. And the Electricity Act is proposing that anyone that will do that going forward will be penalized. Nigeria is only country where people go on strike and shut down the system. You are not expected to shut down the system. There is a way. I'm not affected by anything that has to do with NSC. Why would you shut down the system because of me? You can carry out your grievances. You can protest in a civil manner without disrupting the system, because they know that even if they go on strike, whether they work or not, their salary will be paid. So they can still negotiate with the government. But then, personally, I do not subscribe to the idea of shutting down the national grid because you have a grievance.
All right, Austin, we have to open the phone line right about now. The numbers are 070-55,949 or 080-979,949 or plus 234-90-62,949. And do remember, we are also live on Facebook and also on YouTube in case you want to drop your comments there. 32FM 949 Fenya with double A's. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Austin here. Well, I just want to talk about Natasha. Maybe I will no longer stop talking it. Natasha is a dramatist. There was no mandatory order to the Senate to recall Natasha. Regrettably, she's a lawyer. The court only appealed to the Senate to amend its rules in order to accommodate her, which its opinion might be excessive. Mere opinion is not binding on the Senate. The only enforcement order is the fine and the apology. They were even against Natasha. Regrettably, this woman is not behaving like a learned person. And though she has come out on that very day, let me say this, that no law or even any part of the Constitution was breached by the Senate as confirmed by that court. The court was only mindful because it considered the separation of power. It cannot dictate debate for the National Assembly. That is the pronouncement today. I'm John Uzon-Joko. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, John Uzon-Joko there. The numbers again are 070-55,949 or 080-979,949 plus 234-90-62,949. Those are the numbers to call into the program this morning. Do also remember we are live on our socials as well. You can drop your comments there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. This Prince Bome and this is calling from Apasa. I greet you, brilliant analysts.
All right.
Yes, every government at all level, every individual should invest in the power sector. Very, very important because it's the backbone of the economy. And I can see that Abia State is proactive regarding this. Oyo State government also proactive because Oyo State now have a level hybrid power plants, which is the first phase. And I believe there is room for improvement. If we can invest heavily, fully in power, definitely it will grow our economy and we will be free from epilepsy power supply that GENCO and other power generation or power distribution we are witnessing on that day. That's my submission. Good morning.
All right, thank you so much, Bumi Adefusi, for that. On Facebook, Tulokwe Adeyemi wrote, good morning to you too. President Tinubu is only crying foul and trying to blame the governors for his failures because it should have put in place necessary measures that will help the masses cushion the effect of subsidy before it chimera. Sulaiman Sherry says, good morning to you too, and kudos to everyone in the studio. Electricity is paid everywhere in the world, and he says, we always like talk of cost recovery. No businessman will put his money into any business if he can't recover his costs. And we also have this one from Toluwala Shaditola says, the unveiling of a new blueprint for tourism development by your state government is a welcome development, and this should be sustainably maintained because it will promote job creation, increase revenue and infrastructure development. Miriam Yetunde wrote, good morning to you. Shifting blame to the governor after failing as president is unacceptable. If the president, she also says, if the president, some part of it appears to have moved faster than my eye can see here. All right, I will get back to that very quickly. And it says, if the president had done everything possible to drive the country towards prosperity, the narrative would be different. Instead of blame games, the president should own up to his responsibilities. And we have Boluwa Tife Ademijuwon says, each state generating its own power could minimize electricity-related problems. It's encouraging that states like Lagos and Oyo and few others are taking steps to provide relief to the citizens. All right, we'll take this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Joseph from Talent.
All right, please.
I've always said that right from beginning, in Natasha issue, just like playing to the gallery. You know, when she was suspended, there is option that she can, they see sign of remorse and apologize. She goes back to her seat and continue to represent her constituency. But instead of that, she plays to the gallery. And Nigeria, we always like people playing to the gallery. When you are playing to the gallery, you have support, the kind of support that doesn't have that put. At the end, see what is happening. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Joseph. We have to leave the studios right about now. Austin, one last shot as we leave the studios. All right, Austin, are you there? All right, we have to go right about now. And of course, I must say a big thank you to Austin for doing this analysis proper with us this morning. And to all those who called in and sent in their messages, we also say a big